I just want to keep on bringing the champions out here. I want to keep that momentum going. So I want to make sure I get this right? Nick E. Smith, please come to the floor, right? First Deputy Public Advocate for the Office of the New York Public Advocate, Joannie D. Williams, right? I got that all right,
You
sir?
got that right. You got that
There we
100%
go, brother.
correct.
Go ahead. The mic is yours, man. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. I don't mind. I mean, it was smart to read that, but you got it 100% correct, brother. Thank you so much. So again, Ben Cato said it correct. Council member Debbie Rose, first of all, let's pause for 1 second. For years, she has been not just a champion, but effective at getting the administration to do what we need to do. Unfortunately, last year, we went through a crazy crisis, and the mayor decided, unfortunately, to cut some $200 million from youth programs and about $6 million in Sonic. Not acceptable. So the fact that Debbie Rose is here as chair of the committee and gonna really help us get this done, you got the big guns in the room. So council member Debbie Rose, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you to council member Kalos. Let's put a real quick human look at what this means in terms of Sonic and all the other youth programs. First of all, I think we all know that Jumaane Williams has been a long champion with Debbie Rose, with Ben Kalos and our allies on the universal funding for all these programs, including Sonic and SYAP. But think about what that means. I myself, my very first job before I went on to college was actually an SYAP slot. And I remember, and it was at City Hall where I grew up. Well, I work at City Hall again many years later, meaning I got an early look into what government was and what power looked like and how you effectively advocate for policies at the age of 14 years old. I'm a couple of years older than that now, but that was the beginning for me. Well, there are 45,000 young people that may not have that similar experience because we're talking about, once again, cutting programs. This mayor has no excuse. And we all saw what happened in DC this week. The Senate and the House just passed a stimulus bill, which I think President Biden will be signing on Friday, which will send a ton of money across the country to states and to cities for many programs, including, we hope, youth programs. So we don't want to hear from the administration that we don't have enough money for these programs. They are absolutely necessary. And keep in mind, folks, this money, which is just a pittance of the overall about $95 billion city budget, has such ripple effects in our communities and our families. When a young person can come home and say, I've got amazing skills working at wherever, an IT firm, City Hall, a school, a certain nonprofit, and I can bring home a check to help support the family, that is in fact an amazing thing that we cannot lose sight of. And I know we're going to hear some stories in a minute, but let's keep in mind who we're talking about. We're talking about young people that are also supporting our families, especially in the recovery post-COVID. So I just, again, want to thank all of you for this energy, for this rally. I think we're going to get this done, particularly with the 80-some people on this Zoom call at 6:30 p.m. That's a clear message to the mayor. We got to get this done. Full restoration now. Let's get that done. On behalf of the public advocate of the city of New York, Jumaane Williams, and myself as first deputy, we thank you. We're going to stand with you until we get this done. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I mean, with certain things, there's thinking, there's wondering, right? But there's knowing, right? With y'all fighting the good fight down there, I know we're going to get this. I know that it's got to be without question, right? It can't be anything other than that, right? Because we got y'all down there doing what y'all do best. And we got to help them, right? Because our voices need to go as one, right? So there's going to be a call to action at the end of this rally because it has to be some action. We have to back up our words with actions, all right? But I'm looking in the chat. I want to give Ozzy the floor real quick. Ozzy said he wanted to say a thing or two real fast. Ozzy, go ahead, spit your truth, brother. Let me hear something real quick.
Louis, I miss you. I miss your energy. It's very good to be here with you. I just want to say thank you to our elected officials. I think Nick Smith said it best, that Debbie Rose has been our chair and our fighter for so many years. And I know last year, Councilmember Kalos has been on almost like every call for these fights and these rallies. And thank you, Nick Smith. And we appreciate the support of the Public Advocate's Office. And we know Jumaane's been out there fighting these fights since way back when he had dreads. So it's a while back, I think.